Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video where today we are going to be installing a front lip splitter for our Mini Cooper Countryman S. Let's get straight into this. That's right, a front splitter for our Mini Cooper Countryman S. It's not going to be one of those like tack-on ones that I have on mine, like the Mexican design. It's actually going to be a replacement because Mini offered 3 levels for the Mini Cooper Countryman S. You could get this, which was the base S, which is very nice, of course, for the S bumper. Very pretty, nothing, crazy going on here. They had a second, which is the middle of a tier, John Cooper Works package, which was definitely more aggressive. They had a top-of-the-line John Cooper Works Aero kit that you could get with, obviously, the John Cooper Works and only the John Cooper Works, where it was very aggressive. It looks super good. And they also had one right in the middle, I believe the Goldilocks, the John Cooper Works package that you could get on the S and the John Cooper Works without the Aero kit, and it is just a little bit more aggressive, comes out a little bit more, and that is the one that we're going to be installing today. We're going to be removing this one, and we're going to be replacing it with this. This is, like I said, the middle of the row, middle tier right here, splitter that you could get for the Mini Cooper Countryman S. Of course, this is the regular one. You could also get the Extreme John Cooper Works Aero kit, which, I will be honest, I did want that one. That one was very nice. However, with shipping, it totaled out to like $500, and I don't want to pay that. That's not reasonable. So we went with the middle tier, which actually was in stock at the dealer nearish us at Mini of the Woodlands, which was about an hour drive from me, so it's fine. I got this, I picked it up, and it looks absolutely amazing. Definitely more aggressive. The only real difference between this one and the base one, or I say base, but like the S base S, is right here. Obviously, there's no kick, but on here, the John Cooper Works package, there is a kick right here. And I love it. It's a direct replacement. Obviously, this is an OEM Mini BMW Mini part, and it should just replace this. So I'm going to go ahead and start removing this front splitter. I guess I don't even know if I can call it a splitter, this front plastic part, and then take that entire thing off, which should be pretty easy, I think. And then I'll replace it with this. So let's go ahead and start getting this one off so that we can get that one on. All right, so first things first, I'm going to go ahead and remove this little mud flap, and then I'm going to start unbolting this. That way I can actually remove this out from underneath the fender. I might have to take off a few of these little clips for the fender, but I don't think so. Let's go ahead. I'm just going to go ahead and start removing this first, and then we'll see where we go from there. Just a bunch of little clips like this. Great system. I love these so much. All right, so far I have this fully off. It's pretty loose right here. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go underneath the vehicle, and you can see this screw right here. I'm gonna start unscrewing everything. And also there are a few little plastic clips like the ones that we had before, like right here. I'm gonna go ahead and remove those, get everything from the bottom fully removed, and then do the same thing that I did right here on the other side. And I believe that should be it to remove it. And then of course, we also have a few plastic tabs here on the front, which you can see here on the new one. Right here, I'm gonna go ahead and get like my little plastic trim piece tool. Just go ahead and pop these off of this one and just gently pry it off. So obviously, my camera stopped recording. I'm gonna figure this out later, but I got it off. I'm very annoyed right now because my camera, but I got it off. Finally, it looks awesome. Or it doesn't look awesome, but it's finally off. There were these ridiculous little clip things, kind of like rivets that you had to pry out, and I did not understand how they worked because I've never seen them before. And in every single video, no one ever explained it. They just kind of skipped over it, because that's the thing about YouTube, is you can just skip over it and pretend that you know everything. So I am going to explain this. You just have to get a really thin thing and push this in really hard, so that way obviously you can open it up. But I didn't know this because nobody mentioned it. Nobody in any of the videos for this mentioned it, so I had to figure it out, and finally I got it off. Just pushed it open, and then of course this goes right here where this one is already. Of course, this one goes here on this side, and it's a strange system. I've never seen it before. I'm not a fan of it, honestly, but finally we got this off, so now we can start doing everything that we just did, but backwards with the new one. So let's go ahead, grab the new one, and start putting that one on. But before we do that, actually, let's go ahead and compare the new one and the old one. Also, I apologize for the insects in the background. I'm not sure if you can hear it, but if you can, they're pretty loud, so I apologize for that. But here's the new one. Check this out. It has a much more defined kick than, of course, the base one, because the base one does not have a kick at all. And I keep saying base, but this is the S base, which is sportier, but I mean, the front lip splitter is pretty much the same as the base. But you can see here the differences between the new John Cooper Works package and the regular S. This one also actually goes down and out a little bit at the bottom, whereas this one actually just goes all the way into it. It's actually like bowing in, whereas this one is coming out, obviously for that more aggressive look. But all in all, you can actually see it's pretty aggressive actually. It's way more aggressive than I thought it would be. Putting them side by side, you can definitely tell the differences. Not many, but of the ones that there are, they're pretty good actually. So I'm very excited to get this on. Should be a direct replacement, obviously. Everything is correct in the right spots for, you know, that car, because this is an actual OEM Mini part. So let's go ahead and start putting this thing back onto the Mini. And would you look at that? We are done. And this is the final result. Take a look at that. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. So much more aggressive, of course, now paired very nicely with the spacers and the brake ducts right here that I made in chrome, or installed in chrome, I should say. But look at that. Just a little touch. I love the little touches like this. Definitely brings a more aggressive look to the entire car. Nice, you know, now wrapping it together, the wheel spacers and all that. But wow, that looks seriously good. I really like how that looks. And this wasn't too much. At the time of purchasing, the part was more or less around $260 US dollars. So it's not cheap, but it's also not crazy super expensive like, you know, the JCW full aero kit one, which was like 580 bucks. That's ridiculous, but it looks really cool. But this, I think, for the money is the perfect balance, the perfect strike of balance between aggression and, you know, cost, because this thing just looks amazing and it definitely brings a nice another little level of niceness to this entire car. And I really am pleased with it. Install was not too bad at all, honestly. My camera did keep cutting in and out because of the heat, but it's all right. This looks absolutely fantastic, and I would highly recommend this to anyone who wants to do a nice little project. So I'll put a part number and a link to where I got this in the description below, so y'all can check it out and get yourself one of these, because this is a very nice little mod that I would highly recommend. And like I said, install was really not too bad at all. But other than that, I believe that's about it. The only thing left for us to do is for you to subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you get notified when I drop the next video about this car, the F10 535i or the M4. And honestly, other than that, like I said, not much else. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to catch you all in the next one. Take care.